get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, show. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, that joke was crazy, man. I promise y'all, man. I told him straight up, bro, you need to get her to bring that la-la, bro. He was like, I was like, yeah, bro. I said, listen, nobody I can go talk to from Norfolk is going to want to get involved in this because you never looked out. You never came and hung with us. You never did anything, bro. I said, you act like you weren't even from Norfolk, bro. He was like, man, it ain't about where you from. I said, trust me, I know. I said, but still, if you cool from the way, though, you still get familiar with people, though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how you do time. He was like, so you said I got to pay y'all, though? I said, bro, either that or you can fight all them Richmond dudes dolo. And I said, to be honest with you, bro, I don't even know I'm going to be able to talk people into even getting involved. You know what I mean? I said, I'm just letting you know the count, like, for real. I'll get involved if you telling me you going to get some la-la. He was like, man, look, man, I asked her to choose, man. Guess what she tell me, bro? I said, what? He said, man, she going to choose somebody, man, because she said she just ain't right what she thinks she doing, and she ain't trying to lose her job, but she going to have to choose somebody, man. You know what I mean? I said, bro, she didn't even give you an answer. He's like, no, she said she was going to have to choose somebody. I was like, bro, quit sounding like that, bro. I said, bro, you look pitiful right now, bro. I said, man, you need to snap out of it, bro. Real talk, man. You looking real pitiful right now. He was like, no, I'm just saying, though, like, everything was straight. We was out hollering until this dude moving the block. I said, bro, it's always going to be somebody like that, bro. Weren't you up here before? You know how Lawrenceville is? He said, yeah, but they usually choose. I was like, man, look. Bro, I don't know. Your way of doing things is different from the way I saw people do things, man. So I don't know what you got going on, man. I was like, but at the end of the day, though, bro, if you can get her to bring that la-la, I'll get involved. Other than that, bro, I ain't got nothing. He was like, oh, so what you want me to tell her? I said, bro, listen, tell her you need her, bro. It's important, bro. Tell her you need her, man. Know what I mean? Tell her you need her. When she come to work tomorrow, bro, tell her you need her, bro. He be like, all right, man, you know what I mean? Because I ain't got to say nothing else to her today, man. Like, it's junk crazy. What we gonna do about the Richmond dude? I was like, bro, listen. You know what I mean? I said, I'm gonna see if I can handle it, man. You know what I mean? So I dipped out. When I dipped out, I see my two homeboys standing there looking at me like, what you keep doing going in the lame cell for? You know what I mean? I'm like, man, shh. I said, bro, look, say word. He said the dude with the goals pulled up on him. Dude's my homeboy was like, for real? For what? He like, man, about that lady. You know what I mean? I said, man, he told the lady he was gonna make her choose, you know what I mean, between him and the dude. She went back and told the dude. So everybody was like, what? Like, yeah, dude pulled up on him. So everybody was like, man, that junk crazy. I said, but look, this is the kicker though. I said, this man's talking about he might need us to hold him down just in case them Richmond dudes pull up on him. I said, man, listen, my homeboy was like, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, Weezy, man. He was like, he on his own, bro. He was like, man, I don't care if that man grew up across the street from me, man. That man ain't never said one word to me. I ain't got nothing to do with that, Weezy, man. I'm letting you know, you need to stay out that junk, because we ain't jumping out there if you get out there, bro. I'm telling you, Weezy, man. I was like, nah, I ain't getting out there. I was like, but when I did tell him, though, I said, man, listen, if you can get her to bring some la-la, I was like, we'll consider holding you down. So my homeboy was like, it's too late. She ain't bringing no la-la. She rock with dudes. So I'm like, I don't know, bro. I was like, but either way, like, dude told him to stay away from old girls. So I don't know what he gonna do. You know what I mean? And I can't really say him like that. But I was like, what I was gonna do was I was gonna go holler at OG from the town and get him to holler at his Richmond homeboy and see that we can kind of come to a mutual understanding. I said, because now he's saying he'll try to get some la-la. You know what I mean? So everybody like, man, I don't trust dude, man. I was like, you right, I don't trust him either. But at the same time, though, bro, like we can't miss out on this opportunity. You know what I mean? We can't miss out on this opportunity, man. So the homeboy was like, man, go holler at OG then. So I'm like, all right. So I shoot up the steps, go holler at old head, and I pull up, like, look, man, I need to holler at you. Man. He like, what's up? I was like, bro, look. I said, man, run it down to him, you know what I mean? Real smooth, let him know what was going on. Dude and the lady and da-da-da. The dudes pull up on him. So he was like, man, I holler at the dude from Richmond. He was like, but the dude from Richmond, yeah, he can't control them other dudes, though. I'm letting you know now, he on it like, he ain't, if they want to crash out, they can crash out. But he was like, he'll holler at them, though. So I'm going to holler at him, he'll holler at them. So I'm like, all right, please do that, man. So he did it. So So I seen he went inside the dude from Richmond cell after me and him had talking. I guess he went to go holler at the old head from Richmond. So probably like 20, 30 minutes later, I bumped back into him. He seen me. He was like, let me holler at you. So I went in his cell. He was like, hey, look, man, he said he was gonna holler at him, right? But he was like, look, he did say that, he did say that the dude Mook, man, the dude Mook be hating on his man. You know what I mean? He was like, whatever he told that lady, the lady went back and told the dude Sean. You know what I mean? So he was like, Mook went back and said some old stuff. I was like, man, I don't put it past this dude, man. My homeboy was like, look, you think it's worth it, Weezy, man, messing with this cream puff, man? I got cream puff from my old head. I took cream puff for him. My old head used to say that, man. You a cream puff, man. This word. He was like, man, you sure you trying to jump out here for this cream puff? Man, I was like, man, look. I was like, man, I was just hoping there was a way for us to get in and get some money. You know, that's all I was trying to do, bro. He was like, man, listen, man, do the cream puff, man. He was like, I'm saying, like, I know you don't want to see nobody that's doing dirty, but he was like, man, he a cream puff, though, man. That man went back and told the lady some stuff, man. The lady went right back and told dude Sean. I was like, shh. I really didn't know what to do next, y'all. So boom. But at the same time, though, man, it kind of gave me a little bit more clarity, man, by him saying he hollered at the dude from Richmond or whatever the case. So I guess the dude still gonna holler at the other dude, the maniac dude, Sean. So he hollered at him, I guess. But I still don't know what's going on. So when the next day rolled around, the lady come back to work. Ms. Norman come back to work. So when she at work, everybody looking because kind of like it's getting out in the pod now about what's going on. So she kind of worked, everybody kind of paying attention to what's going on. So none of them really pulled up on her in the beginning to say anything. You know what I mean? But the first person that went up to her and started talking to her, of course, was the dude Sean. He pull up on her, he started talking to her. She having a conversation with him, you know what I mean? It's looking crazy. So I was like, man, you know what, man? I was like, man, I gotta put a battery in this dude back. I said, because if he keep looking like he's scared of this dude, and he just gonna let the lady, I said, bro, if he keep acting like he's scared of this dude, then he really gonna lose the lady. So I'm like, man, when I see him, man, I'm gonna tell him, man, tighten up. So as I'm standing on the top tier, I look, I see him come out and get some ice. Walk right almost where they was at almost. So I'm looking at him like, you an idiot. You don't even say nothing to them. You don't even say nothing to the lady, man. So he get his ice. He about to walk back across. I was like, hey, move. He looked up. I was like, he gave me the signal, come holler at him. So I go to his cell. I walk in the cell. I say, yo, bro, go over there right now and holler at that lady, man. Tell that lady you need to holler at her, man. Tell dude partner you for a second, man. He was like, man, he gonna want to fight me after that. I said, bro, listen, you gotta stop being scared. I said, bro, this lady find out you scared of this dude, she ain't gonna mess with you, man. I'm letting you know now. Stop showing fear when it comes to this dude. I said, that's probably why she rocking with dude. He was like, all right, hold on. So as he said that, I stepped back out of the pod. When I stepped back out of the pod, I looked, the dude was gone. You know what I mean? The dude was gone. So was Miss Norman. So I went back, I said, yo, bro, Miss Norman left. So I looked again, the slider was open up. So I'm like, man, she left, man. You know what I mean? He was like, for real. And I looked up. I seen the dude with the golds coming back in. He came back in the pod like this. That's all you see was gold teeth. Because I didn't even see him leave because I went in the gold set. He came back in the pod like this. He was like, that man had a pep in his step, y'all. So boom. I know that pep in his step from anywhere. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's pocketly time. He got it. I know he got it. That man went upstairs like this. He was like, hey, CO, open my door. CO opens the door. Bah. He going his jump. Through the cut up game. I said, yeah, he got it. He got it, man. I looked at Mook. Mook came out. Mook was like, where'd she go? I was like, man, she out in the pod. Out there, go holler at her, man. He was like, he walked. He got the lady open the jump. I guess he told her he got to holler at the counselor. He dipped out. So he left out the pod. So I'm in the pod chilling. Like 20 minutes go by. After 20 minutes go by, little young boy from Richmond I used to always be talking to. I met him through popcorn. He always be over there kicking on popcorn, but he knew me though because he was in the pod. He walked by me. He was like, hey, you trying to get some la-la, Weezy? I was like, you got some la-la? He was like, yeah. My homeboy, my big bro got it too. I was like, for real, your big bro? He was like, Sean, with the golds? I was like, oh, all right. I said, man, what y'all got? So we got spoons, we got whatever you want. I'm like, yeah, let me get a spoon, bro. Come in and say. He was like, all right. He walked in. I said, let me see it. Gave me the joint. I was like, this joint decent, bro. He was like, yeah, that's what's up. He's like, just give me $20. I was like, $20, anything? He was like, yeah. I started grabbing deodorants, toothpastes. I was like, here you go. Here you go, bro. He was like, yeah, you good, Weezy, man. I was like, appreciate you, man. He was like, yeah, my big bro. He was like, yeah, my big bro got it. Well, I got it too, though. So just holler at me. I was like, man, that's what's up, man. So he dipped out. So I came still on the tier. I was looking. I spot my homeboy. I was like, hey, trying to go up. He was like, you got some lala? I was like, yeah, come here. So my homeboy came up the steps. He walked in the cell. I was like, yeah, look, I showed him. Like, smell all right. So I break it down. Tried to roll up. I said, guess who got it? He was like, who? I said, man, the dude with the goals. He was like, man, see your homeboy, Whack Weezy, man. He let dude come in the party and beat him. He was like, man, I ain't messing with dude, man. I was like, man, you right, man. Like, that's the lamest stuff. I just be bitting off dude, just still thinking his hope, trying to send him on missions to see if he can get the lady to do. I said, man, that joint ain't, you know what I mean? That joint ain't gonna work, man. I said, man, you know what I mean? That joint is not gonna work, man. You know what I mean? So when I looked up, it was like, so we in the jump bagging up all years. People say, my man runs to the door. He was like, the lady Miss Norman just came in here. The lady Miss Norman just came. I was like, for real? So I go to the door and look too. She stood at the brick wall. When I look, you see bro coming back in. Bro was coming back in from behind her. Like he went out there. I forgot he was out there. The dude Mook, he was out there for a minute. He come back in. He was like, he walked, looked at the TV. He was like, she standing right there. He was like, he still like a stupid look on his face. The dude from Richmond moving around. He moving around. He's slanging and banging. He getting to that money. You know what I mean? He's slanging that work. He getting to that money. So he moving around. So I looked at Mook looking super stupid. He looking super stupid. I was like, shh. I told my homeboy, I was like, man, this is crazy. That's the thing I should tell him that. He's like, yeah, tell him. Yeah, let him know he an idiot. Let him know he an idiot, man. I was like, man, jump crazy, man. So he go back to his cell. As soon as he get to his cell, I look, the dude from Richmond, he went from hustling and doing everything he had to do to now I seen him coming down the steps angry. That man came down the steps like bad dudes. I know the bad dudes run from anywhere. He was at the top, he was on the top tier by the laundry area, talking to dudes at the back door that was in 32 pod. Soon as he seen bro leave that TV and walk straight to his door, that's all you seen was the dude Sean. He came down the steps like bad dudes. He was like, he got down the steps, he started walking towards it. He got to his cell. When he got to his cell, I was like, man, I looked and I seen 3 more Richmond niggas come. I was like, man, I ain't gonna let them bank, bro, man. I ain't gonna let them bank, bro, man. No, they can't bank, bro, man. So when I came out the cell, so he come behind me. I look, I see my old head, the old head like, man, I tried to holler at him, Ace. He ain't, he said he holler at him. He can't make them young niggas do what they, you know what I mean? I was like, bro. So we shoot downstairs. We get to his cell. As soon as we get to the joint now, Miss Norman is at the freaking brick wall. She's at the brick wall. Man, when I get to his cell, man, I just hear the dude from Richmond like, look, if I gotta hear about one more thing, shawty, I'm telling you, shawty, you got me mixed up, shawty. I'm looking at Mook just standing there, Mook holding his ground, like he's standing face to face with dude, but dude's screaming on him. You can't let nobody scream on y'all, man, so boom. So I get to the door, I'm like, hey Mook, hey, what's up, man? You trying to rap, man? I was like, look, man, what's up, bro? Why you keep trying to push something at him? He was like, what? I was like, why you keep trying to push something at him? I was all the way out of line. I'm being honest with y'all. I was all the way out of line. I said, bro, why you keep trying to push something down? He was like, man, I ain't pushing nothing at nobody. Y'all homeboy a hater. This nigga a hater right here. This nigga went back and told the lady, man, she better off with me than that nigga from Richmond. All type of shit. He's like, she told me every fucking thing, man. She told me every motherfucking thing, man. I was like, man, what the fuck, man? I was like, yo, so what's up then? What y'all gonna wreck or something, man? When I said that, I looked over and goddamn Mook was like, I was like, so what y'all gonna fight? What y'all gonna do? Dude was like, nigga, I don't fight this nigga. The fuck? I don't fight this nigga, Short. I don't care about this nigga. Goddamn, I said, Mook, look, man, you gotta fight, bro. I said, come on, bro. Like, it's to a level now, you gotta fight. You can't let nobody scream on you like this. And nigga said, I'm screaming on this motherfucker because this nigga whack. I was like, man, look, Mook, we right here, bro. Go ahead and rap, man. Some homeboys standing behind me. I'm right there. His 2 homeboys right there. You know what I mean? So we just get out the cell. It's my boy. They square off. Miss Norman's still standing at the brick wall. Now, Popcorn that came downstairs. Popcorn talking to her. So Popcorn kicking it with her. But I know she hear what's going on. She ain't stupid. Man, my word. As soon as we step out that cell and they squared off, that job was like this. I'm looking at Mook because I'm like, nigga, fight back, nigga. I'm like, oh, shit. Richmond nigga drug his ass a little bit, man. Like, when I seen him hit him with the 2-piece, then he grabbed bro and slung bro, because he was a little bigger than bro. You know what I mean? He grabbed bro and slung him. When he slung him and bro hit his back, man, bro hit his goddamn back on the bed, like the frame of the bed. So I knew that shit hurt him, man. He slung that nigga, boom. When he ran up on him, I just ran that joint. I grabbed the nigga. I was like, yo, bro. He was like, bro. This man came in, man, like, come on. That's a rap, man. Come on, man. Ain't no need to maul this nigga, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So goddamn, I saved bro ass. I ain't even gonna lie. I saved him. And I wish a nigga like, man, tell that nigga to stay the fuck out my way, man. Stay the fuck out my way. Goddamn, Mook got up. Mook was like, nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. That bitch gonna choose. This bitch gonna motherfucking choose right motherfucking now. Dude was like, nigga, what the fuck? She ain't gonna choose your lame ass, nigga. You a lame nigga. She already said you a lame nigga. Mook was like, nigga, I ain't no motherfucking lame nigga. Oh, fuck, nigga. You think cause you got muscles, nigga, you better than me, nigga? So Mook talking shit back. So I'm like, man, look. So Mook was like, fuck that. He stormed out the joint. He stormed out the shit. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to catch up to him, but it's too late. So everybody come out to see. He start walking towards Miss Norman. This was the very first time I ever seen this on Lawrenceville, man. But this is how bootleg Lawrenceville is. I seen a lot of ways that Lawrenceville was bootleg, but like witnessing this was a whole nother level, man. This man came out of cell after getting his ass whooped. He didn't get thrashed, like he was swollen up and all of that, but he lost the fight, definitely. Richmond dude got him. I call it how I see it. You from North or anywhere else, I'm gonna call it how I see it. The Richmond dude got him. Richmond dude got him, man. He goes straight to the brick wall. When he get to the brick wall, he run up on Miss Norman. He said, look, for the everybody. I'm talking dudes playing poker, dudes, all of that, dudes, everybody's looking. Dudes at the laundry area, dudes standing on the top tier, everybody's looking. He ran up on Miss Norman. He's like, look. He was like, man, listen, man. Look, who you gonna choose, man? All that shit, come on, man. You know you love me. You gotta choose somebody. Who you gonna choose? I went in here and fought for you and every goddamn thing. Who you gonna choose? She was like, you need to stop. You need to stop. He's like, nah, fuck that. I don't need to do nothing, man. You ain't gonna play with my heart. You ain't gonna play with my heart. I'm like, he's like top 3 of most sucker for love niggas that I ever seen in my life in penitentiary, man. So boom. This nigga say, you're not gonna play with my heart. And this nigga had a whole bit to do. I'm like, I should have let dude kick his ass. Because this shit is just, this is out of control right here, man. I didn't like I didn't like what I was hearing. I didn't like what was going on. Like, this shit was just out of control, man. She was like, you need to stop. He was like, nah, fuck that. You gotta choose. So dude with the goals, he walked up. He like, nah, fuck that. Choose. And that's why I was like, Lawrenceville so bootleg. Because there's 2 dudes up here telling this lady to choose. Man, I was like, yo, this is out of control. Dude was like, nah, choose. Fuck that shit. Because this goddamn it, fuck this shit, man. Because I'm sick of this shit with this lame ass nigga, man. Fuck that shit. Tell this nigga in his fucking face what it is. She was like, since you want to know so bad, she was like, I don't want to fuck with you no more. She said it just like, those were her exact words. I never forget it. She was like, since you want to know so bad, I don't want to fuck with you no more. I don't want to fuck with you no more. You're not really my type like that. Like, you know, like, I like manly men. Like, you know, like, you show signs of like weakness a little bit. He was like, weak? How the fuck I'm weak? She was like, I'm trying to get you to get some money. Like this, they was having this argument was out of control. Like right in front of the whole fucking pod. She was like, I'm trying to get you to get some money. What you say? You trying to go home, right? Yeah, say it. Don't hide, yeah. She put that nigga on blast. She was like, what you say? You trying to go home, right? You want to go to the crib, right? All right, yeah, go home then. She waved him off like that. She was like, go home then. She went on and looked at Shaw. She was like, anyway. And she looked at the nigga. I was like, oh, shit. When I say she dropped the mic on that nigga, y'all. So boom. I was like, oh my God. That nigga was like, oh, so you gonna choose this nigga? Oh, so you gonna choose? Like, listen, don't be that loud. You already made a single. I already told you what it is, and that's just what it is. He was like, all right, you chose who you wanted. All right, you chose who you wanted. He stormed back to his cell. When he stormed back to his cell, that's when my old head from Norfolk pulled back up on me. He pulled back up on me. He was like, yo, look, the dude from Richmond say, man, look, if a nigga can't control this nigga, and they gonna get him out the block. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I don't want to see nobody from Norfolk get scraped up either, man. He was like, but dude, a fucking sucker for love ass nigga, man. I was like, man, shh. I was like, this nigga straight out of comic book, to be honest with you, bro. I was like, but I still ain't gonna let nobody bank this nigga. You know what I mean? I said, but I was like, but at the same time though, anything one-on-one, he gotta handle everything one-on-one. He was like, man, they saying goddamn, they don't even want dude in the block no more like that. Lady chose, we all heard. I was like, bro, you hear that shit? I said, man, the lady chose in front of this. I said, man, this is crazy, man. He was like, man, homeboy, like, man, that shit always happen in Lawrenceville. He was like, man, I'm telling you, man. He's like, dude, the cream puff, man. I was like, bro, that shit wild, man. So Miss Norman dipped. The dude from Richmond just went back to doing what he was doing, and that's slanging and banging. He went back to get into the bag, but like, I already knew that shit had really affected goddamn the nigga Mook, man. You know what I mean? Affected him to the point where like, Like, you know, like who knows? He might commit suicide, game. Like, ain't no telling, man. This lady told that nigga in front of 80 niggas that she chose, bro. And she put that nigga on blast and say, goddamn, you ain't want to get no money. You ain't want to get no money. You wanted it, da-da-da. You say you want to go home. And like, I knew it was something. He kept trying to put it on her. I ain't trying to risk her. I don't want her to get in trouble, man. Fuck all that, man. Get her to bring the la-la, nigga. So boom. But it was too late for that, man. It was too late for that. And now, this is what we got in front of us, man. A fucking coward, man, from the town. And like, every city has cowards. Like, it's just not just from Norfolk. I just call it how I see it with my stories and the experiences that I went through, man. Like, you could be from Zimbabwe, man. Like, if you was in the fucking way and I witnessed it, you know, I went through some shit with you, it's gonna be a goddamn story on YouTube, man. But at the end of the day, man, like it still wasn't sitting right with me. But I understood what was going on. Like, being on Lawrenceville long enough, I get the politics, I get what's going on, I understand about everything, man. But you know, you got a dude that's really hurt right now. Usually somebody will take this information that the lady told him as far as choosing, and they'll just move on with their life, man. Like, I don't think Mook was able to do that. Man. So couple days go by. Miss Norman off for a couple days. Couple days go by, we don't see Miss Norman. Like, on the third day before she's supposed to come back, man, the same dude that he fought, the dude with the golds, he came to my cell. And I think the only reason he came to my cell was because this little man probably told him, like, yo, look, Weezy cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on with dude, but Weezy cool. So I think that's what made him want to come to my cell. But I'm in the cell chilling, I get a knock at the door. Yo, get up out the bed, I'm like, I come to the door, I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, hey, can I holler right quick, short? I'm like, yeah. I cracked the jaw. I'm like, what's up? Got up. He was like, nah, ain't nothing like that. He was like, look though, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Shorty said she feel uncomfortable with this nigga in the block. So like, it ain't like I'm asking permission, but I see you be the only one that Jai be coming to his goddamn side. He was like, but for real, short, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The nigga was in the way in 50 bill. You know what I mean? He was like, the nigga Ben knew I was down on her. He come in the joint, he start hollering at her. You know, she give a nigga play. But at the end of the day, that been me, shorty. That been me. So he was like, but the difference between me and him, though, shorty, I don't give a fuck who she deal with. I don't give a fuck, goddamn, as long as I get this work, and goddamn, that's what it is. He was like, but at the end of the day, that's me, though. I was like, shh. So I'm like, so what you saying? Like, man, I'm saying that, like, shorty don't feel comfortable keep bringing his work with this nigga in the block. I'm like, man. Oh, man, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know, bro. Like, what you want me to do? He was like, man, tell that nigga to move, man. Because if that nigga don't move, but by the time she come back to work, he was like, she on vacation. She come back, got down the end of the week. He was like, if he don't move by then, bro, niggas gonna get him up out of here, bro. And like, I know my little man say he fuck with you. The old head from Richmond fuck with your man. Got down, niggas already say you ain't on no bullshit, bro. But I'm trying to conduct business, bro. And goddamn, that nigga's in the fucking way because I don't trust that nigga, man. That nigga acting like a fucking goddamn scorned bride. I was like, man, I'm gonna go holler at him, man, let him know, man. I was like, you know what? Because he was right. Like, you know what I mean? She chose dude. Bro used to talk about the nigga. It just was too much going on. Like, so I you know, this is the easy road for a cream puff, man. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do nothing else. Like, it ain't no pack coming through. So, like, this is the only thing left I can do to save him, man. I said, all right, I'm gonna holler at him, bro. I'm gonna see if I can get him out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I was tired of looking at his face. Every time I see him, he looks sad and like he lost his puppy. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go holler at him. So I go down to his cell. Knock on the door. He like, yo, like, what's up, bro? You all right? He like, yeah, I'm good. He sat up on the bed. I was like, look, bro, nigga saying goddamn, he want you out the block, man. Nigga was like, yo, the lady chose dude. Goddamn, shorty don't feel safe. Goddamn, with you in here. You know what I mean? So, bro, you should just take your talents to another block, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just tuck it in, bro. I was like, bro, this go ahead and roll, bro. He was like, so you telling me I was like, bro, I ain't telling you to do shit. I'm just telling you what nigga said. I said, goddamn, nigga say you ain't out of here by the time she come back. And this what it's gonna be. Nigga like, for real? I was like, yeah, bro. That's what niggas say, you know what I mean? That's what niggas say, man. Goddamn. So he was like, all right. But no, I'm gonna try to get back on the other side of the yard. So as he's telling me this, I'm just like, yo, this dude is really a cream puff. Like, I thought he was gonna be like, Weezy, I ain't going no motherfucking where, Weezy. Hell is wrong with you, nigga? Fuck that nigga from Richmond. I thought he was about to say that. That nigga said the opposite game, y'all. So boom. He was like, well, I'm gonna try to get on the other side, though. I'm gonna try to get on the other side of the yard, though, man. So tell them niggas I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna try to get on the other side of the yard. I'm like, man, all right, bro. You know what I mean? Goddamn. So the nigga ended up leaving. Long story short, he put it together because it's back then when you can move easily on Lawrenceville. Like, you pay the right dude that worked for the counselor or the unit manager, he'll get you moved along the space wherever you want to get moved to. So they moved him. He was gone, man. Like, to see him leave, I didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? But he was out of our pod, man. So he left and went to the other side of the yard. He went to 70 building, which is just another baby 30 building, basically, on that side of the yard. So he over there. So I guess old boy was waiting for Miss Norman to come back to work. So everybody was chilling. Everybody like that. Like, it's been a little week or so since all that went on. So chilling in the pod, I see popcorn. Popcorn give me the look like, I'm like, what's up? So I walk over there with popcorn was at. He like, hey, you heard what happened, right? I'm like, nah, what happened? He was like, you know, they said they caught Miss Norman at the front. Yeah. They caught her with a bunch of la and tobacco. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, everybody talk about that, man. I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. He was like, yeah, you know they saying you think your homeboy told, right? I was like, who, the nigga Mook? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, I looked down, I seen dude from Richmond. I ain't see no goals this time. He was just looking angry as fuck, man. That nigga was looking mean as a bitch. So by the time we went to lunch, the word that came out, that motherfucking Miss Norman got tore off in the front. You know what I mean? They caught her in the front, like in the front where it's sweet. It's always sweet. The pack coming through on the Lawrenceville. I'm telling you now, man, they tore Miss Norman off. They caught her. So I guess like everybody's hearing about this shit now. So everybody mad. Niggas was waiting on shit. Nigga can't never keep shit going because there's always some bullshit. You know what I mean? I was like, man, once niggas was telling me, I had seen my old head was like, man, you think got Ace from the town did that? I was like, man, to be honest with you, bro, like that nigga a real cream puff, as you would say, bro. I was like, man, ain't no telling what a cream puffer do, man. You know what I mean? I said, that nigga was really like in love with that lady, man. He was like, man, shh. So goddamn, we went to lunch. After lunch, it's back regular moving. Everybody trying to move around. I don't know what the fuck had happened, but they came in our pod and went straight to the nigga from Richmond cell. And goddamn, when they went in the joint, you seen his roommate in there talking to him. And next thing you know, they was coming out with the nigga from Richmond shit. So they packed up the nigga shit. Now, they usually lock you down when they packing the nigga shit up. But this Lawrenceville, they ain't locking shit down. So they went in there and got bro shit. Goddamn, niggas was like, yo. So the Richmond dudes were all by the door trying to find the fuck out. That I guess niggas knew. Some niggas did. I see the little young Richmond nigga that I know that sold me the spoon. I was like, yo, what the fuck going on, bro? He was like, man, bro went down there to 70 building, man. Goddamn, put hands on y'all homeboy, man. I was like, for real, man? He was like, yeah. So they said, exit out for outside rec. Exit out for outside rec. So everybody go outside. So everybody start hearing about it more. Like, yeah, dude, Sean went down that bitch and put work in. Goddamn it. So when we get on the yard, man, that's my word, man. Nigga on the other side of the yard, like, yo, man. That nigga goddamn Mook, man. Say, dude from Richmond came over this bitch, man. Goddamn, fuck that nigga up, bro. He beat that nigga ass all the way up until the police came, bro. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. He's like, man, he beat dude ass. He's like, man, he beat dude ass. Like, dude couldn't even get up. He couldn't even fucking move, man. He stumped that nigga forever, punched that nigga forever, bro. He was like, he beat dude ass. He 229 way over the 70 building just to beat that nigga ass. You know what I mean? And to be honest with y'all, I couldn't even be mad at the nigga Sean because the dude goddamn Mook was in the fucking way, man. Like, you be in love. Niggas be in love with these women, man. Y'all don't understand. That's how I be in there. Like, y'all be thinking I'm bullshitting, man, but niggas be in love with these damn COs, man. So, like, at the end of the day, it's like nobody won. Like, she chose Sean, but nobody won, y'all. She chose the nigga Sean. Sean still had to crash out because she got fired. The nigga Mook got his ass beat. Man, it's my word. He beat Mook ass so motherfucking bad, man. Mook was in the infirmary for a while. He never came out the infirmary. I had got word he was in the infirmary. He never came out the infirmary, man. So he might have just told him transfer him, man. But, like, that nigga was a real deal sucker for love, man. He deserved every piece of that ass whooping that he got. And at the end of the day, I felt bad for Miss Norman for getting tore off, man. You know what I mean? But that's how that shit go, man. Nobody never will prove that bro was the one that did that shit, man. Automatically, dude just went down there and put work in because he thought he did it, man. That shit turned out so fucking crazy, man, over these damn COs, man. But that's how I go in penitentiary, y'all. So that was a crazy situation. That's the end of the damn story, though. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching another one, man. Y'all already know the count. Stay your ass out the way because your family needs you, man. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was the weekend banger game. So let's introduce one. Let's get it. Let's go. But be safe out there, people. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and Court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.